Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, before we get into the episode, I just want to talk about that lawsuit that Drew was crying about. The lady who was suing her, she did an interview with the YouTuber. I posted the link in my community page in case you hadn't seen it and you wanted to go look at it. It's there. Go check it out. But pretty much what I got from watching the interview, Drew was a liar. Drew was raggedy. But we knew this already, okay? She pretty much wanted the lady to work for free. She thought because she was a Real Housewife of Atlanta and she has this extensive acting resume that the lady would be so excited to work with them that she would give her services for free. And the lady was like, no, run me my money. And she didn't want to. And so she had her husband try to intimidate the lady and pay $150 to go away. So all this lying and crying that she was doing on the girls' trip, Drew was full of shit. Drew was full of shit and Drew been full of shit. So my son, it's affecting my family. I've never been through nothing like this. And my lawyers are taking care of it. She didn't even have no lawyer. She represented herself. The case got dismissed because there was no contract. There was no agreement for payment. But she kept sending the lady NDAs to sign, but you said this lady never worked for you. She brought food to your house one time. There was a hair in it, and then you never seen the lady again. But really, you tried to get this lady to be your personal assistant, your nanny, and your chef. Drew, you're raggedy. You're raggedy, and what you did to that lady, that you're going to get that back. You're going to reap what you sowed. What you did to that lady is a sin. In my Selena Johnson voice, you tried it. I told y'all I don't see it for Drew. Drew is a scammer. When I see Drew, and let me specify because I don't want her coming for me, okay? When I say a scammer, I mean she's deceitful and she's always trying to get one over on someone. I don't know if she be stealing credit cards. I ain't saying all of that. What I'm saying is Drew and her husband, they be taking advantage. They be trying to get over on people. And that's what they did to this lady. And that's what she's doing to the viewing audience. I don't see it for Drew. Anyways, back to the episode. Okay, so it's the next day on this trip, and Mayetta is catching Kenya up on everything that she missed. And Mayetta, you another one. Just aggravating. She's sitting up there trying to catch Kenya up, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's like, she's just weird. She's just weird. They're talking about how Marlo basically, y'all saw the episode, how Marlo was recording Drew lying on LaToya, and then LaToya, she sent the video to LaToya, and then LaToya hit up Drew, like, why you talking about me? And it was just a merry-go-round of confusion and foolishness. Everybody's like how terrible Marlo is for recording Drew, and she's just awful, and she's a snake, and normally, I don't like people that record other people. I hate that. I hate that. I know somebody who you be talking to them and they'll record you. And they think the shit is cute and it's funny. I don't like that kind of shit. People that do that, I don't like them and I can't trust them. But I don't really care about Marlo doing this to Drew. I just really don't care about this. If you follow me on Twitter, you already know why. But if you don't, Drew did the same shit. Drew did the same shit to LaToya. But Drew did the same thing, okay? For those of y'all that don't remember, season 13 finale, Drew was too cheap to buy a $1,000 gift. So what she did was brought a gag gift. The gag gift was recordings of Prophet Lot talking to her assistant about LaToya. And she used these tapes and played these tapes to make it look like LaToya broke up the Prophet and his fiance. And everybody's looking at her stupid. And Kandi had to get her together because Kandi was already getting annoyed by Drew. So she had to get her together to say, even if LaToya is messing with the Prophet, they grown people and they doing it because they want to. Because Drew was trying to say she's a Delilah spirit. She's one of those women that go in and they prey on the people that are in the church. Drew is ridiculous. She's ridiculous. For her to sit up there and be like, oh my God, she recorded me in this. Like, what kind of person does that, bitch? You're the type of person that does that. You're the type of person that does that because you did that already. So I'm sorry. Y'all can be mad at Marlo if y'all want to be mad at Marlo. I'm going to excuse Marlo for this one because she did it to the right person. Had she done it to anyone else, I'd be dragging her just like everybody else is dragging her. But she did it to the right person, so I ain't mad with her. Go ahead. Record Drew. Record her. Anyways, child, this whole did Drew kiss Latoya thing is so stupid. Like, cause who really cares? That shit happened season 13. Half the people that were on that show, are any of them still there from that night? Drew, Kenya, and Candy? Nobody else is there. Why? Like, this is dumb. Anyways, as far as Monyetta witnessing a collusion, girl, you're full of shit. You're annoying and you're ridiculous. And Kenya, so are you. This is the second time this season that you brought up something that you were not around to see for yourself. You're explaining this as if you were there to witness it firsthand, and I don't understand why are you doing that? It reeks of desperation. It reeks of like, I have nothing else to talk about, so let me bring up something that someone else told me and try to get something going. It's like, girl, what? No. Drew is mad at Candy. She is mad that Candy is standing on. Candy is not backing down, and she was like, girl, I saw you kiss Latoya. You definitely did it. You know I don't drink, so I remember everything that happened. That's what she's mad about. For Monyetta to try to flip it and make it seem like the other girls were conspiring to bring this to the forefront against Drew, it's like, girl, why is she here? Oh my God, no. And honestly, all you heifers are in alliances, okay? All of you. The first alliance started season 11, Kenya, Candy, and Cynthia. They were in an alliance. And then it's moved on over to season 12. And then season 13, season 14, Cynthia was gone. So Candy and Kenya alliance. That's the strongest alliance there. Monyetta, you are a part of the alliance. Drew is right outside of the alliance. Y'all don't tell her everything, but she right outside of it. And on the other side, you have Sonya, Sheree. Really, you have Sonya and Marlo. Sheree right outside of it. And Courtney, they just use her when they can. The cast is divided. It is what it is. For Monyetta to try to call the other side out for being in an alliance, girl, bye. Because you're in one. You go around kissing Candy and Kenya's ass every day, all day. It's not entertaining for us to watch. You got your nerve. You really got your nerve trying to call them out like, oh, they were conspiring. Girl, shut the hell up. And then, Kenya, you thought it was a good idea to run behind what Monyetta told you? You know better than that. All of you heifers are in alliances. Now it's too late to want to be like, oh my God, I'm too good for... Like, girl, bye. And Drew, why you think we really care about who you kissed or who you didn't kiss? Because she's a fraud. Because she's a fraud. All you heifers is like, girl, y'all are really killing this show slowly. Anyways, was it rude of Courtney to say that Kenya falling down was karma? It was rude. She shouldn't have said it. I wouldn't have said it, but I don't even really care. I don't care. I feel like all you heifers is mean. Y'all have all said mean things to each other when it suits you. And then when, you know, the energy is returned and it's like, oh my God, you're such a horrible person. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I think it was funny when Kenya was like, she was going to be paralyzed. Like, girl. This show is the best. This is an embarrassment. What are y'all even talking about right now? Like, this is dumb. And the dinner scene, it was no better. It was no better. Everybody's like, I don't know why. What has happened to this show? What has happened to this show? This show used to be so good. It used to be effortless. They were just a good show. And now it's just like all these people, they really sat at their house and was like, oh, I could do that. No, you can't. No, you can't. Bring back our girls, because these girls are a no deal. No, it's a no deal. Everyone's saying scrap the cast and start over. I'm scared if they scrap the cast, we're gonna end up with the same thing. A bunch of wannabes. They want to be entertaining, but they're not. What really gets me about this group of ladies is the hypocrisy. I just cannot deal with it. I can't with these girls. For Kenya to say to Courtney, oh my gosh, you're heartless because I could have not gotten up. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Okay, all of you bitches say mean shit to one another when y'all don't like a bitch. Just like when Marlo got her house broken into last season, you went on social media and said it was fake. Was that not heartless? She was in a house with 2 innocent children. That's heartless. Like, y'all all do the same shit to each other, and it's just like, none of you bitches are innocent. None of y'all are innocent. I just can't. Like, none of you are innocent. None of you are innocent. So this like, oh my gosh, you're heartless. Like, miss us with all of that. Please, miss us with all of that. Anyways, let's try to wrap this on up because this episode really annoyed me. Drew getting Ralph to text Marlo. My issue with that is, number one, Marlo, of all the things that Marlo could say, she didn't really say nothing bad. She was like, your man is in tech. Tell him to look me up. It's public information. I didn't feel like that was disrespectful to Ralph. I know everybody hates Marlo right now, but let's be logical here. Let's not let our emotions for something else that she did cloud our judgment. What she said wasn't so terrible that Ralph had to send her the text message that he sent her. And to really be honest, Marlo handled that better than I would have handled that, because I would have cussed Ralph out, okay? Ralph, you would, baby, you would never text me again. Y'all be playing with him, and he seems to think that he's so handsome he can get away with some of the things he does, and because he's a man, he wants to intimidate women. The girl in the video I was telling y'all about, the girl that was suing Drew, she said something about how he, like, Ralph, you would have got cussed out. Ralph, you should have gotten cussed out. All I know is, Drew, you whack. Drew, you're whack. You're a woman. Speak to this woman, woman to woman. For you to get your man involved, you were trying to intimidate her. And it's like, y'all say she's so aggressive and she slices people's faces up. I would have cut that man with my words. I really would have, because it didn't call for all of that. It didn't call for you to have your man to text her. Like, who is he? Does he pay anybody's bills? Is he God? Get out of here with that. I feel like even if Marlo would have said something snarky about Ralph, he shouldn't be texting her. Like, y'all ain't learned nothing from the Kenya and Apollo. Like, they get on my nerves. This is stupid. This is so dumb. This is dumb. Somebody was like, oh my God, Marlo's ruining the show because Ralph texted her. Preview for next week. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video for next week. We'll see. But it just seemed like it was about to be some more bullshit and more lies. Like, I really don't care if Drew kissed LaToya at all. I don't care. I already done told y'all, when they get bored and they run out of things to talk about, they start talking about girl-on-girl action, fake girl-on-girl action that we don't even care about, because LaToya ain't even on the show. None of the other ladies, Shamia ain't on the show, Portia ain't on the show. I do not care. This is so dumb. This is dumb. This is dumb. Okay, I don't want to talk about this no more. Okay, I think this is dumb. Even this divorce storyline that they're about to drop on us, I don't even know if I believe it at this point. I don't even know if I believe they're really getting a divorce. They're just doing this to secure their peach for another season. That's what I feel like they're doing at this point. I need to see some actual steps to look like they're actually breaking up. Because right now, I don't believe it. I really don't. The way that Ralph likes the attention, the way that Drew is, like, the way Ralph and Drew are moving, I don't know if I believe that they're really getting a divorce. And I don't even know if I care. I don't. Last season, everybody was mad that Ralph said he didn't want to adopt her son. You know what I think really happened? I think that Drew's a liar. I think Drew's family, they lie. They cover up stuff. They sweep things under the rug. It's a lot of layers to the nonsense in their family. And I think once Ralph got to meet with Josiah's old dad, I think that Ralph realized that Drew really lied to him. I think he probably revealed some things that Drew had been lying about or had not told him about. And that man didn't want to adopt that little boy. Somebody put Somebody dropped some tea about Drew in my comments on Twitter. And we already knew, right? We already knew that Drew's baby daddy went to prison. And I heard that he was the plug. But I didn't really know. Well, now I know way more than I needed to know. And there's no way Drew didn't know what her man was up to. She knew a little something. She knew something about that dude. I bet you anything, Ralph has figured out that Drew has lied to him about a lot of stuff. That's why he don't want to adopt that little boy. If they're really breaking up, I mean, I guess we're going to see. Because people try to basically say that Bravo is outing her as being a lesbian. And I don't know why they would even do that, because we don't even care about Drew enough. Like, we don't want to know all of that. If she's really a lesbian, if she isn't, child, just hurry up. Just wrap this on up. Let's just wrap this on up and get to the next season. Hopefully, y'all do the necessary change. Y'all, just wrap this on up so we can get to season 16. Hopefully, they bring a better cast. Because this right here, this is foolishness. This is foolishness. Drew she has the messiest life. So we're talking about her every day, but none of what we don't know what's real and what's not real. Anyways, that's really all I got to say to y'all about this episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.